Okay, now you can hear me. Hi. Yes, I'm alive. Yes, I know I haven't streamed since I left for the Philippines. The first week after I got back, was the anime convention I was going to, so that was understandable. The next week afterwards, not so much understandable. Gasp. Still can't hear you. Well, it's showing my mic is inputting. And my mic is on. Oh, okay. Okay. Pardon me. I'm eating. It took me a bit to actually make dinner since I forgot to hit the go live button. I had the whole thing set up, but of course, being back after a while, apparently I forgot how to set up stream. So yeah. So, I hope everyone's been doing good for the past month. More than a month, I just realized. Oops. Hot. I just realized I don't have a drink. Oh well. Give me a moment. I forgot to turn on the light in the room. I don't know how I forget that, but... hopefully that registers my body a little bit better. Boop! But yes, so, as the title suggests, we will be talking about my trip to the Philippines, the convention, and spider bite mites, because fuck those things. But I figured we could do that when I'm in the game. Me pour you tea, yes. Since I kind of forgot to go get water, or any drink, I just made ramen, and that was it. I made ramen for my mom and me. My mom's not feeling the best right now, which is what the message said when I had started. The thing can't figure out how my hand is holding the mug. Horrible place. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. You would be saying that if you're like Akari and doesn't like cockroaches. Go get some hydration. But that requires me to do shit. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed. You know what? Fine, I will quickly go get some water or milk. It's always been a weird thing since I was little that we always would end up having milk with ramen, so now I crave it. Do it. Okay. I'll be back. 1 second. Okay. I grabbed milk. I didn't grab water. I'll grab water later. Right now, I just need whatever, some stuff. Okay. Well, I do have Sandrock filled up already, so we can kind of get straight into it. I realize I can eat as I'm waiting, because I probably will end up having to do stuff. At least gives me something to do. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna load in. I gotta make sure that I load into the right one. Okay. Game caption. Oh yeah, I forgot the last thing that we did was demonologist. Because that's what it was set to. There we go. And I'm going to click. Okay, it's not getting the audio. Give me a moment. Default. As I punch different things. Okay, now you're getting audio. Hello, Caro. Hold a minute. Why? There's so much. Okay. We're gonna dispatch you to go get combat. Water. Of course. So if we go straight back to, like, the beginning. The beginning of kind of like just before the trip starts. One, I'm being nervous about flying for the first time by myself internationally. Never done it before. I've flown internationally, just not by myself. By train. That's fine. Copper screws. Wait a minute. I'm kind of like trying to get whatever done. Ah, shit, I'm out of 10. Oh well. So I'm like nervous for this trip. Of course I'm like, you would be nervous if you're flying for the first time. What ceremony? Hi, yes, sorry. I don't quite remember what was all happening in this game. I don't know what quite ceremony, because I also don't remember where we are in the story.
All right. Now that everyone is here, let the official Silver Corps Deputy Promotion Ceremony begin. Now, I don't need to remind y'all, we've had plenty of ups and downs, highs and lows, as well as no shortage of stormy weather out here in Sandrock.
I'm gonna let Justice talk, and then I'll continue afterwards.
And without all of you giving it your all,
I'm gonna eat, though.
Sandrock wouldn't be the safe and secure place it is here today. Nevertheless, there's still one who stands out among the rest. One whose tireless dedication to law and order has earned them the right to call themselves Deputy of the Sandrock Silver Corps.
Wow, I don't know why, but I'm really nervous all of a sudden. I don't think he's going to pick one of us, do you?
Nah.
I know we're just builders, but...
Now, I don't mean to tantalize you all. I'm sure you're on the tip of your toes wondering who I've chosen to be my deputy. So without further ado, our next deputy is known not for brute strength, but nimbleness and wisdom. Our deputy brings a uniqueness to the team and fills in the gaps in our core skill set with raw, individual talent.
Maylene, Mian, calm down.
With flowing black hair that shimmers in the sunlight as they dish out hearty, heaping helpings of justice with elegance and finesse.
Well, you said black hair. It's definitely not me. I'm the only one that doesn't.
Let's give it up for our next deputy, Captain Cat.
Woo! The cat became the deputy.
What the cat?
Yes, Captain, or should I say, Deputy Captain, has not only been diligent in patrol work, but this year's MITES incidents have fallen to an all-time low. Yes, there really is no question that Captain is the most deserving of this title. One more time, a round of applause.
At least it's not Macchiato. Don't you diss Macchiato. Oh look, Nemo's in the background.
I'm so embarrassed, but congrats.
Mian, I told you not to get your hopes up.
Congratulations, Captain.
And now, to complete the ceremony, I will place the official deputy cap upon the head of our new deputy. Get on up here, Captain.
He's so cute. There he goes. He finally has his hat.
Everyone.
I'm holding a
Give it your
mug
all out there.
and chopsticks if it
Dismissed.
wasn't obvious. Well, I at least got through a good number of... Why
Sorry,
can't...
pal. It just wasn't your time.
Well... Captain! Congrats. No. You're so cute. Okay, so, well, we got that done. Continuing before I got interrupted and not knowing where the fuck I was in the story, what had just happened is that we survived the Giggler thing, and the Giggler had broken down the bridge, which we are currently rebuilding the bridge right now. Owen wants... Sure. What do you need me to get? Oh, just wheat. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I don't care, Ernest. So before I got interrupted, I was talking about just before the trip. Because first, I didn't really pack too far in advance, or like I did, but I didn't at the same time. I sent Daro and Karo the image, and they were like, your suitcase isn't gonna fit, and I was like, that was just me putting everything together. Oh shoot, I need straw. Okay, give me a moment. So I ended up getting that all packed, but I think it was like the day before. What the? Pen desires something. I don't care about that. I want whatever the fuck this is. What the fuck is this? We gotta go to the moisture farm. But the day before, Oatmeal wakes me up in the morning, and usually she doesn't really ever wake me up. And I'm like laying there, and all I hear is my grandpa calling my mom's name. And I'm like, shit, I lay there for a bit, but I was like, oh, mom's not getting up. So I get up and I walk over to wake up my mom, and I'm like, ooh, I really hate... That's the one thing I hate the most, is waking up anyone from their sleep. I had to go wake up my mom because she knows more things about his medical. Hi, Chrissy! More things about his medical stuff and how things are done, because recently it became more than just diabetes. So there was like checking his breathing, checking his pulse. There was like a whole bunch of different things that has accumulated. But so I go get my mom and she goes down. Turns out my grandpa has fallen out of bed. And it says he's hurt, like he can't feel whatever. So my mom comes up and she's like, I'm going to go call the ambulance. And no, this is like, I want to say like 3 in the morning, somewhere around there. And so he ends up going to the hospital to find out that he broke his hip. Or fractured? So he had to get surgery on that. But so he's been still like that was his first broken bone too, which he's still in rehabilitation. Yep. So he's like, he hasn't been back home since I left. Oh shoot! I thought I wasn't planting the right thing. But so he's been there, like pretty much they're like checking up to make sure everything's going good and he's healing, and then he has to like go through physical therapy and make sure that everything is good. So that happened before the trip. Now we get to what happened, at least during the plane ride. So I get there, I get my bag checked, my one big bag, because I'm going there for a month and I am allergic to certain soaps, so I had to pack for the whole month. All 19 days or ish I was there. And so I was like, okay, I'll just bring my entertainment. So I brought my Switch, I brought my tablet to draw, which I still haven't finished the art piece that I started working on. I brought my phone, I downloaded like a bunch of different like books or whatever I could read. I like made a playlist so I could listen to like kind of favorite songs, different things, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm good. Hold on a minute. How much? Okay, I have 0. Cool. But so I have like everything ready, and as soon as like I get through customs, like no problem, like all of that's fine. I find like my airplane and I get to that and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm cool. I'm fine. I found everything I needed to. I may be in a different part of the airport than I'm used to, but for the most part, I know O'Hare pretty easily. So I go grab food because I'm about to go on a 13-hour flight. So I was like, okay, I'd rather get some food in me before I go. So I get on the airplane and I was like, I have a bit of a headache, but I was like, I don't know if that's just whatever. So I go on and off, like, kind of sleeping, reading for the first part. Like, I don't bring out my Switch, I don't bring out my tablet. It's, like, the beginning of the flight. So I'm kind of just fiddling around, like, in between sleeping, reading, playing Minesweeper on my phone. I do end up taking a photo that I don't even know if I sent Caro or Taro, which was, look how flat Illinois is. But I was like, okay, it's whatever. I have just a small, like, kind of headache. Sometimes I'm like, it's whatever. Like, I do kind of search in my bag just in case, so, like, I know where, like, my medicine is. Thanks, Caro, for the water. But no problem. None whatsoever. I'm just kind of like chilling, working, or just reading. I finally actually ended up finishing all of the different things I had downloaded to read. Literally, I think yesterday, or this morning. It was one of the two. I downloaded a bunch. Like, multiple ones that were like 200 pages long. But, so, I get that all done, and I'm, like, make it about 5 hours in between trying to sleep off just a little bit of a headache. I do end up having dinner at some point, because they had brought dinner. And I was like, cool, I'm just going to have dinner, I have no problem. It was okay. I did enjoy, I believe they had bread and fruit. They had, like, stuff, but... Wait a minute. Guess I'm grabbing stuff to plant or water my crops. Okay. So, I'm still dealing with this headache. This headache has not gone away. And I'm like, great, this thing is just kind of shitty, but what can I do? Because when I searched in my bag for medicine, I ended up not finding any. And I'm like, shit, is it in my checked bag? Like, cause my mom made sure to pack me a whole bunch of, like, medicines, because literally, the week before, I had an allergic reaction that I broke out into hives. So I had hives all down both of my arms. Which I'm like, that's the first time me getting hives. And I was like, great. That just sucks. Great. I don't even have water anymore. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just not gonna deal with it. Great. I don't even have that. Shit, I don't even have tin. Ugh. I'm just all out of sorts. Okay, so I do have this. I don't need to worry about that. It's the bronze bars that I need to worry about. RVO need is fucking whatever. And I don't even have hardwood. Jeez. But so I definitely made sure I definitely had like the big bag of medicine, which I believe I showed Caro. Like I had chucked it out one day and I was like, yeah, look at my shit. And it's like bedtime or whatever. Okay. So, about 5 hours in, I finally get the courage to call the flight attendants over to ask if they had headache medicine. Because I was like, shit, it's better to ask than not. And just get, like, told, no, we don't have anything. And I've been like, okay, well, I tried. So I finally asked. Luckily, the nice flight attendants, they're like, oh, yeah, we do. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. So I go ahead and I take the medicine. And I was like, okay, now I just gotta wait for it to kick in because I'm about 5 hours into this headache and it's not going well. I'm not gonna dispatch Caro to go get water. And about quite a few minutes, I'm not feeling good. My stomach is starting to get that weird feeling, and I was like, great. I don't know if I need to sleep or... Because all I had pretty much besides this, 5 hours, ridiculous. Yeah, 5 hours. Well, this was also in and out of sleeping. And yeah, I still had about like, what, 9 hours to go on this flight. Sounds painful, yeah. So, I'm like, I'm not feeling the best. So I'm like, okay, oh, I did download episodes. I was watching One Piece. I remember this because my phone was kind of like sideways for a bit until I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Because I was like catching up through my episodes that way. But I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what my body's doing. And then suddenly it hits me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to throw up. So I kind of move everything out of the way. So because I kind of had the tray thing down. So I can get the barf bag. Because, as you know, in flight seat pockets, they always have barf bags. So I'm kind of like trying to scramble, get the barf bag, because I know it's coming. And I'm in the window seat. Still can't enjoy. Yeah. I'm in the window seat, so, and there's a middle seat and the aisle seat, which I'm not hoping over this boy, this teen, and his father. So I start panicking, and I was like trying to find the barf bag. And I'm like going through the seat pocket, and I'm like, where the fuck is this thing? Finally, I find it. But a second too late. And I ended up bleh, all down myself. Into my lap and everything. The thing is, I knew I wasn't going to make it. So I had crunched into myself to make sure that I did not get on anyone else besides me. Because I was like, there are still 9 hours to go on this flight. And I'm not ruining it for the other two that is sitting next to me. So I throw up. All down myself. Onto the bag. Puke bag, by the way. I did have it in my hands. I just didn't get it opened. But I did puke on the bag. I don't know if that counts for anything, but it kind of does in my book. I was like, I was almost there. Doesn't help, but it was just more of the fact is, I was like, oh shit, of course I got sick. 5 hours into this flight with 9 hours to go. And not, of course, throwing up on yourself. I'm not having a great time. Especially so when, I don't have a pair of clothes to change into. All my clothes are in my checked bag. There are no clothes in my carry-on. So, I am stuck with... The only saving grace I had was my jacket. I did take off my jacket because I was getting a little warm. So, I was using it as kind of a back pillow. But because I threw up, and the boy and the father had realized, I start apologizing profusely. Like, I think I full-blown went into a panic attack, or like an anxiety attack. I went into some type of attack, because I was shaking nonstop, and all I kept saying was, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, as I'm trying to clean up the seat and everything else around me. Because it only got on me, luckily, but it got like a little bit like on the seat, like in between my legs, because I had crunched. So I am trying to clean myself up. I'm trying to clean up like my shirt. I'm trying to get it out of my hair, because newsflash, my hair is... I think my hair is actually longer than this model. So, but usually when I'm on long flights, I braid my hair, like, into two kind of, like, strand pigtails. So, I puked in my hair, which are these two braids, which I'm like, fuck. But, so... they, like, the father goes into dad mode, and he starts handing me, like, he ran to the bathroom, he gave me, like, a bunch of, like, these paper towels. So he's handing me all of these, like, very concerned for me, and I'm like, I am so sorry. Hold on a minute. Hey, hope you like the letters, because this is one. I just wanted to make a specific request of you. Please come find me if you have time. Your friend, deputy and trainer. Okay. A letter. Hey, forgot to sign my last letter. Hope it didn't worry you. I just wanted to tell you how impressed I was how you handled those gigglers. Whenever they came up to you like, rah, 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 you were always like, I'm not bothered by that. You're a good builder, and now you're an honorary member of the Civil Corps. Is that right? You can be a very good deputy. Captain did do a good job in there, too, but you should have become the new deputy. He's a good-looking cat and all, but you would look better in the hat. Thanks. Sorry, kind of lied earlier in this letter. I didn't really forget to sign my first letter. I just didn't want to. Here's a picture of the sand dunes. Maybe you can hang it in your house or something. I'm not your boss or anything, though you can do whatever you want with it. Anyway, I still think you're really cool. Don't think I want to sign this letter either, though. Hope that's okay. Well, bye. A secret guy who thinks you're cool. Thanks. Thanks for the compliment. This is the second time you wrote me. You still didn't leave your name. I'll leave this in the mailbox for you. I feel like we're going to be best friends. Thanks. Are these letters meant to be romantic? This is the second time you wrote me. Didn't leave your name. You don't have to shy. You can talk to me. This is weird. Please don't send me any more letters. I think I'll go with this one. Just because I do know who this is. And my husband's a wanted man. And he's not the one sending it. Blueprint. Got it. Thanks. Sweet. I got the silver furnace. Cool. But, so the father gives me a whole bunch of paper towels, and I feel so bad for the teen who is next to me, because, damn, he was just playing, what, StarCraft? I think it's StarCraft or something. It's like one of those old PC games that you would, like, manage troops, and then you would send them out to, like, the darkness, and you would slowly uncover the map. I used to watch my brother play it, often, but I believe that's the name for it. 1 minute, I'm just gonna sort all. So, we end up getting the flight attendants come over, of course, and they're giving me a bunch of wet wipes. Hi, Coco. And they keep reassuring me. They're like, don't worry about the seat, don't worry about any of the surroundings, get yourself clean, because still in panic mode over here. Hold on a minute.
Hey, I wanted to commission some homemade paint, but your boss said it was too small of a task to put on the board. Then he said some kind of greedy stuff. Do you think you could help me out?
Sure.
Cool. Actually, I was thinking we could enjoy the paint together. I'm taking the day off to paint my walls 3 days from now. Do you want to bring over the paint then so we can paint then?
Sounds good.
That's great news. We're going to have a really good time. See you then. Don't forget the paint. That's the most important part of painting.
Great. Thanks, Unsure. Oh look, I learned to paint. Sweet. But, so, they ended up being like, go ahead and go to the bathroom, get yourself clean, and all that. And I was like, okay. No problem. I got up. I at least cleaned myself up enough that puke wasn't dripping. Because,
Good day,
of course, I had most
I'll
of,
have you
like,
know that
water.
I've decided to stay in this town until I finish writing the story on Logan. It's the hot story in the press right now, and my editor Eduardo's adamant that I see it to
He's
the
not
end,
looking
no
what he's
matter
writing.
the cost.
He's just writing.
Since I don't see Logan being captured anytime soon, I've decided to move into the Old Town Lodge. The Blue Moon is cheap and quaint, but it's so noisy that I can't write for the life of me, and I keep having nightmares.
What are you writing?
Writing for the Atara Times is only my day job. I'm actually a novelist at heart. Though, I'm a bit upset that my pa sent his
You're
strictest editor to oversee my
glitching
writing.
a little bit.
I wholeheartedly believe that my writing will one day see mass popularity. Indeed. Small columns pay the bills, but are hardly fulfilling as a creator. The novel is the true proving ground for one's skill. This Logan character, adapting his story into a narrative of my own, could be the next big step for my career. Oh, well, yes, of course I have to do an adaptation. Not just write about his life. I'm writing a novel, not a biography. Plus, if I used his likeness without his permission, who knows what a crude felon like that could do? He might sue!
He might sue?
Furthermore, I'll never meet the guy. Well, let's hope. I'll never get an interview. I'll certainly never get permission to write about him, and yeah, this way I can write whatever I think will be best for the novel. Much better. I'll just make a bandit character based on him and call him Rocky. No, Dr. Killface. Ah, that's terrible. Right, of course. I did actually have a point to make with this tangent. That desk at my new apartment.
Okay.
That desk, the height is all wrong. The way I have to sit to write, it cuts off all the circulation to my brain. Now all my ideas are terrible. So,
Okay.
I need your finest writing desk with a pulpous comfy chair to get the juices flowing again. I'm counting on you. Great. Remember, I need the finest writing desk with a pulpous comfy chair. I'll hold off on the writing until I get the furniture set. The best
Okay.
stories need the best furniture. I got another
Alright.
builder and the local carpenter to help out with the rest of the furnishings. Ooh, can't wait for everything to be ready.
Oh! Owen! Jeez! Sorry, I'm finishing up my noodles. Okay. And now I can put this off to the side and not have to worry about it being in the way. But, so, I go off to the bathroom. I get cleaned up. I was, like, in the bathroom for, I want to say, at least an hour and a half. Because I full-blown panicking. Trying to calm myself down. And also, like, trying to clean and use, like, the water or whatever. Because I was also trying to clean my hair. And get rid of, like, the smell. So I was even using, like, the hand soap on my hair to get, like, the smell out. Because all I can smell was it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I had, like, 2 different meats, so that's all I saw. And I'm like, no. So it was like different things, just trying to like deal with that, and I was like, oh my gosh. So by the time that I finally built up enough courage to go back, because the flight attendants did tell me...
Timing. I was just about to run out.
I forgot about this. Okay. They told me to find them like in the back, just to make sure everything, like, they would have stuff ready or whatever, or what to do next. So one of the flight attendants, very nice of her, actually brought me a pair of her pajama bottoms, and she also brought me like a coat, but thankfully, because I didn't throw up on my jacket, I ended up wearing that. Oh look, macchiato! So, luckily, that was a stroke of good luck, because I didn't feel like taking this poor woman's jacket. Like, I'm already taking her pants. And I still have the pants. By the way, they're comfy, and they will forever be in my pajamas. And I will forever know the story behind the damn pants, too. But... So I ended up having to walk back there, and I start talking to the flight attendants, and, like, they're telling me, they're like, okay, yeah, don't worry about any of the throw up, the chairs, or whatever. We already sprayed everything down. The cleanup crew will come afterwards to clean up the seats and everything. They hand me a bunch more wet wipes, and they're like, go ahead and go clean off any of your stuff. And then they gave me a bag to put any of the stuff that my own stuff that I had thrown up on. What the fuck is this? No, Pen. Get the fuck out here.
Yo-ho, Skinny! Fancy seeing you here in this city where we both live.
I don't like Pen.
How sick was that front flip?
I seen better flips in a frying pan!
Yeah, did you see the part where I was like, whoosh?
Yes.
But hey, just as I saw you running about through town and ambushed you, it got me doing something I almost never do. Thinking!
Oh god.
We've been hanging out and chatting, and you're always giving me stuff and buying things. I'm starting to think we've become really good friends.
Totally.
I knew I'd be able to recognize friendship if it did indeed come along.
Sure.
So, hey, I think it's confession time. Remember how when we
I'm gonna
first met,
fucking jump
I
out
did
of
a
here.
totally sick flip like I did just now and offered you a combat course?
You better not offer me another combat course.
Well, the truth of it is, I don't really like teaching people anything. That whole tutorial shebang is really just an excuse for me to beat people up.
What the fuck, Pen?
Hard to believe.
Oh, hi, Rocky.
I know. But say, since we're friends now, why don't I give you a real combat tutorial? Maybe I can even offer you an introduction to Space Punch!
That sounds great.
Well, duh. Of course it's great. I came up with it. Come, Skinny, we have much work to do.
Great.
All right. we're here.
I wasn't expecting
Welcome
a whole
to Space Punch 101. I'll be your instructor. I hope you brought your pen. You don't really need a pen. That was just an icebreaker. So,
Sure.
the first thing about space punching, you take your hand like this and,
Okay. Great.
Any questions?
I don't get it.
Of course. Atara wasn't built in a day after all, right? I don't know, maybe it was. Don't quote me on that. Here, let's see some more examples. So, you just go like... boop, space punch. Space punch!
I think he's trying. I really think he might be trying.
Well...
I don't really get it.
What? Come on, Skinny. Get it together. I'm doing everything right over here.
Boop.
This is my first time actually trying to teach anyone something, okay? But normally I'm great at everything I do after trying for like 5 minutes, so just stick with me.
Okay.
I know what the problem is. I can't just space punch out of nowhere. Not without a target. Yeah, that's it.
We better not be. No, Burgess, run away! Burgess, run away!
Follow me, Skinny. Behold as I use my fist to paint upon this canvas of sky.
I thought he was gonna hurt Burgess.
I'll rearrange your vestibules.
Hey, I'm gonna let him just do his thing.
And the crowd goes wild.
I have no idea.
Space punch!
Pen's gonna do whatever the fuck he's trying to do right now, and I essentially think he's just gonna finish off whatever.
Space punch!
The nice flight attendants gave me a stuffed animal, by the way. A nice, like, little, like, dinosaur mascot guy. Put the year on it, so I will forever know that what year I threw up on an airplane.
I think that will answer any questions you might have had.
Burgess, you better still run, I don't know.
So, go ahead. Space punch time, go for it. Oh. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That's not it at all.
No, it's not.
I failed. For the first time in my life, I've failed.
I've traumatized this
feels-
guy.
Ew, gross. It feels really bad.
Yeah.
Dang it, Skinny. I failed you. My only friend, and I blew it. Makes me so mad, I just want to... Ugh.
Yeah, you blew it! Let me try again.
No, I'm afraid there's no point. I've simply failed too hard as an instructor. There's no way
Okay.
you possibly could have gained anything from our lesson. Deep breaths, panel boy. Just like the minister says, take all those bad thoughts and push them down. Deep down.
I don't know if that's healthy, but sure.
You know what, Skinny? This is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. You know why?
Failing's part of life.
Now is not the time for joking around,
Dude,
Skinny.
bitch.
Everyone cares about what Penn does. Everyone's always got their eye on me, just waiting for that moment for me to slip up so they can laugh. But we
I
won't
don't
let
think
them know, will we, Skinny?
anyone cares.
We're going to keep this all between us pals, yes?
I really don't think anyone cares. Fine.
That is good to hear.
I'm gonna still laugh at it.
Truly, you are a stalwart companion. Trustworthy, far beyond any length I could throw you. And believe you me, that's far. Very far. So it
Okay.
seems there really are things beyond even one such as myself. The glorious protector of Sandrock.
Alright, well,
You know, Skinny, I've never had someone I really considered a friend before. Furthermore, I always promised myself I'd never be friends with anyone who didn't have an awesome cape, but
what, my skirt
maybe
cape
break
doesn't
that
count?
promise.
Actually, I think that's just a side cape, but...
Seems I couldn't predict the future. Perhaps there are many things I cannot do.
Yeah?
Perhaps there is indeed a lesson here to be learned. When I got stuck looking into that mirror, failing today as a teacher, occasionally getting edged out in whack-a-mole from time to time,
I'm sorry, what?
perhaps the lesson of humility I often preach was meant for me.
I think the muscle head is becoming self-aware.
Yes. Yes, that's precisely it, Skinny. I can't just take my own greatness for granted. Even though I've historically been ridiculously awesome at everything and done so
It's gonna be!
effortlessly, that doesn't mean it's always going to be so.
Fugal! You're so fucking right, though. Because I ain't marrying him. He is a marriage candidate, but I ain't marrying him.
I need to treat people better. I need to do something nice for Burgess. I need to write this stuff down. Do you have a pen? I know I said you didn't need one. I wasn't planning on having an epiphany.
Oh. Burgess, you might want to run. By the way, this is Burgess. He's watering the little plant up here.
You don't? Ah, well. I'm sure I'll remember it.
He won't.
Hey, look over there! A rocket rooster. Watch me tie its neck in a knot.
No, thank you.
Smell you later, Skinny.
What the fuck? I don't think I've learned how to do the space punch, but watching Penn's attacks closely did give me some insight of how to hit a little harder. Okay. Ah! What do you want, Penn? Where the fuck am I? Oh, okay. Help! Help! He's chasing me! Help! Help! The musclehead thinks I'm a friend now! Help! Justice! Justice, grab him! Justice! Help! 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 How do I get him to stop following me? Why is he still following me? No! Is there, like, something? Okay, well, there's that, well, there's that, there's that. Oh shit, that ends today. Watching paint dry, writer's block, yeah. Why is Penn following me?
Hello. Aha!
Oh, well, we learned his birthday. Great.
Aha!
Yeah.
Aha!
Actually, the kind of lizard train. Yeah. Okay, can you stop following me? Hey, Kara's level 16 now. Kara has learned Super Bubble Blast. Why is he still following me? Go away! Oh, hi,
Ooh,
Elsie.
Yeah, good stuff. This one looks real juicy. It won't be able to resist. Meet me on the outskirts of town tomorrow at 7 sharp. That's when we make our move and capture it.
I don't remember this. Caro, help me! He's chasing me! How do I get— no, like, seriously, how do I get him to stop following me? Pen, go away! Please! He's followed me! Hi, Coop. What? Fuck.
Yeah?
He wants oregano. And he's still following me! Fugel, you had to be right. Oh! I'm free! He's still there! Please! I was about to say, Fugel, you're right, he can't get evaded, so now he's chasing one! But no! I wasn't expecting this! God damn it! Why is he chasing me? What is this? Oh, this is sand rice. I don't need sand rice. I'm pretty sure I just need oregano. Hi, rabbit. You know, I have been live for like over an hour, and I got to the part where I get off the goddamn airplane. Nothing really too, like, special happened afterwards. Like, they did end up moving me seats, which they moved the boy and the father seats as well. Yeah. I couldn't sit there because of the smell. Cooper just gave me his birthday. Other than that, like, I did sit next to a lady who gave me, like, cough drops, because all I had said is that my throat hurt, which wasn't a lie. Why is this man still following me? Yes, yes, I know. I'm coming here with the water for you. There we go. Oh. So I ended up sitting next to that. Like, I did, like, pretty much being exhausted from being, like, going through the whole attack or whatever, I ended up sleeping for most of the trip afterwards. Because, of course, by the time that all of this was done, 2 hours had passed. Which was kind of nice because it was 2 hours that I was not sitting down. So I had just, like, full-blown passed out. By the time I woke up, though, I was looking because I had to get a connecting flight to the Philippines. And I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, this can't be right. Why is it telling me I only have 8 minutes to get to my connecting flight? I was like, obviously, that can't be right. No, it was. It was fucking right. Apparently, the trip took an hour longer because I was supposed to be waiting like a whole hour in between flights before my next one. Oh, I missed Elsie's thing, didn't I? Oh, wait until tomorrow. Okay, never mind. Fuck, I still need to do whatever this shit is. So, but apparently there's a lot of other people going to this connecting flight. So, they had pretty much escorted, like, a bunch of us who were going to this connecting flight there. But I had someone kind of, like, wait a minute. Anyone got a net for this himbo? Let's play. Yes, please. He's still goddamn chasing me. I'm trying to find, like, quality wood, but it's kind of weird that I'm not seeing any. These are all copper. But I ended up having someone kind of like personally escort me. Just because I had ended up throwing up on the airplane. So they were kind of making sure that I wasn't bringing an illness into their country. Which I completely understood. It was more the fact is when I did make it to the gates. Hi, Chef Taku! Hi! I'm still talking about my trip because, jeez! I keep getting distracted. And this guy's following me and I can't get rid of him. But so I get to the gates where my connecting flight is. Because my connecting flight's only like, I think 2 hours long to get to the Philippines. And they take my boarding pass and then they tell me to sit. Like, at the gate. So I'm watching a bunch of other people get on this flight. As I am panicking as I keep thinking that they're not going to let me on this flight. Because right after I puked, I was fine. Like, I had no more headache, I had nothing else. So I'm like, dear God, please, let me onto this flight. I was like, Caro is literally 2 hours away from me. I just want to get on this flight. So, luckily they had, like, some doctor come down and, like, I did, like, they were like, okay, you're not feeling anything else. I was like, no. I'm like, I threw up and I'm fine. This bitch is still chasing me. Ma's reply. It's good that you're making friends, but make sure you're making friends with those who are good influence, friends that don't put friends in dangerous situations. And that cat is it a nice cat? Some cats come in meowing at you in the middle of the night. You know you're too cute to be mad at them. Just make sure you're not friends with a snotty cat like that. Okay, thanks, Ma. Okay. Pen, I'm going to bed. Don't come in my house. He's in my house! Pen, go home! If I wake up and he's still here following me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I got panda eyes because I didn't go to bed early. Good sign. He's walking away. That might be a good sign. Hi, Caro. I need more water, please. And thank you. Okay, he's walking away, so maybe I'm fine. But damn, did he not leave me alone? But they let me on the plane, and I refused to even cough because my throat was still a little sore from me throwing up, and I was like, nah! I am not making any noise or whatsoever until I'm at Caro's apartment. I was like, mm-mm. Well, don't jinx it. I know, but he's gone. So, what's this? The Moonlighter. Oh, but just gonna. If he starts chasing me, I don't know what I will do. You see me start wailing on him. It was like, get away from me. But I do ended up making on to this flight, and I pretty much sleep for the whole 2 hours.
Thank you. However, it has come to my attention that I ought not be wasting your time like this. I misunderstood what a builder is meant to do. Well, seems like your duties do not include such menial tasks. But you don't need to worry. I've spoken with Venti of Eufaula Salvage. She was quite enthused to assist me in gathering clay from now on.
Alright, but it was never any trouble.
Well, it was my mistake. The only builder I ever knew left Bonarok before even getting their license. But in any case, I'm relieved you've not taken any offense. Thank you. Till we meet again.
Alright. Cool, that's done. But I made it to the thing, and I made it past customs alright. Because they had, like, the thermometer thing, and I was like, please tell me I don't have a temperature. Please don't quarantine me. But I make it through customs, and I get my bags, and I come across my new problem, which is, I don't know how to contact Caro. Because I only have their US phone number. And that was it. And I really didn't have internet. Luckily, I did find some Wi-Fi that I could use. But, ooh, I panicked for a bit. Okay, we're gonna do find wood. So, I finally, like, messaged Caro and I was like, please, dear Lord, pick me up. But, so Caro gets me and we go back to her apartment, and that's where I get to meet Toasty. And it's like 1 a.m. So I sit down, I call my mom to tell her all what happened. For her to only tell me is that I did have headache medicine in my carry-on. Sorry, Hugo. Bloodstones are hard to find. And I didn't believe her until I actually went through my whole entire, like, carry-on, and yes, I did find the bag of medicine. But it was, like, shoved, like, all the way into the bottom. And I was like, great. I was gonna find the old rusted locomotive and track it back to town, yeah. But it was a crazy first time flying, and I was like, great. Of course that happened. So we ended up just, of course, being at 1, I really, like, went to bed. Like, I changed out of clothes, but I actually don't remember if I immediately showered. No, I probably did immediately shower and then get into clothes and go to bed. Because, of course, me being dead tired, luckily I didn't get jet lagged because as soon as I got there, I went back to bed. So then I started waking up and, like, we were just just hanging out, doing our usual things when we lived at our apartment. Was we would have breakfast and then we would hang out. Kara would do her like little Nikkei, like little dailies, all her other gacha game dailies. And I would, I don't know, do Minesweeper. Okay, is there anything else? Oh, it's over here that I need to be going. If I wanted to get tin. If you saw someone dragging an old rusted narrow gauge locomotive through town, what would be your first thought? Alright, you do you, boo. Not really much, I would think. I'm like, damn, look at you drag that. That's like muscular man, I guess. To be honest, I think I've just gotten so used to random stuff happening because of when I lived in, like, San Francisco. You're like, okay, there's just weird stuff. And then walking through Chicago, yeah, there's weird stuff. Going through, like, any other city, you have the people and their weird stuff. But you're just like, alright, you do you. As long as you're not, like, he's not running people over with it. I guess it's, like, most of the time I'll be fine. Why is there just a broken robot? Okay. But I am pretty... The wheels groaning and turning... Wheels turn by... Wheel... Turn? I don't know, maybe, like, if it was being loud, then I was like, damn, that's pretty loud. Or, like, how, you know, like, when metal kind of scrapes on each other, you're just like, eh... You should probably have oiled that before you, like, moved it. But other than that, I don't care. Usually I'm, like, pretty chill about different weird things happening. Like, I'll, like, if I'm with someone, I'm like, I'll point it out, but... Other than that, I think Daro and Karo can attest to how, like, chill I am to, like, certain things happening that I'm just like, alright, whatever. I was like, I'll accept it. Who am I not to accept it? Like, even if it was, like, just driving by itself, then I'm like, oh, well. I was like, ghost being a ghost. But essentially, it was, like, the trip was just me and Kara just hanging out. Like, we would watch, we continued watching One Piece. Like, picked up, and we were, like, pretty much got through the rest of Fishman arc. We did stop, like, at the end of it, like, when Luffy and Jinbei are having their little moment. But I think it's also, Kara could also watch it on her own now, too. Because you have no excuse now. I know you're watching from your bed. This bitch. Oh, he got away. Now that she has the English dub. You gotta show you can draw, too. But We kind of just, like, we hung out. We did go out, like, for my birthday. We went out, had some things. I got to try all, like, their watermelon shakes because watermelon, is still not in season for us quite yet. It's getting there. I think June is, like, around the time when they should be starting harvest. But ooh. I hope your 3D printing goes well. I had a friend who recently got into 3D printing and for her cosplay stuff, and sometimes it wouldn't work and she's just like, this bitch. But gotta say, favorite flavors of being over there. Ooh, Kara rose to level 17. Definitely it was watermelon and ube. Definitely my favorite flavors. Oop, there we go. Go on into the next floor. Because I definitely enjoyed the fruit. Do they have a resin printer or a filament? I want to say filament. I know there's a difference, but do I know it? No. But I think it's filament and not resin. Ah, fuck. Okay, hold on a minute. Go ahead and leave the ruins. I think they were also using something that was like harder to print because they were making armor. Where the fuck do I need to go? Wait a minute. Big game. Wait. At 7 p.m. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the bronze bars started. Well, someone needs whatever. Okay, that's gonna do that, and that's gonna do that. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold on a minute. Did I somehow miss that when I was watering? Anyway. Oh, wait a minute. It finally gave me... a destination to go to.
Good. You're here. Shh. Don't make a sound. Give me the goods. I'll place them. Then we play the waiting game.
Elsie, where the fuck are you? I've never heard of Yakmel. Just my eyes from being not sleeping on time. It's the meerkat. It's probably... she's probably in a yak. Oh no.
right now.
Good job, Elsie. You scared a meerkat.
Shoot!
Oh god!
That'll be a-
Yakmul!
How can we let it get away?
Yakmul!
That dang varmint is more cleverer than I done thinked. Little bugger. Think you can outsmart me, do ya?
Elsie, I can finally fucking see you. The Yakmul have trampled all over me. I am just gone.
Next time? Ooh, you better believe next time there won't be a next time. Next time, or my name ain't Elsie, the rootinest, tootinest yak girl this side of the U. Oh, gosh, no. I went and hurt the little bugger. All I ever
No
wanted
shit.
was to have a little fun.
You jumped on him, Elsie!
Hey, you know what this means, don't ya? We gotta track him down again and patch it up.
Great.
First, we need to get some medicine. Can you take care of that while I try to track it down again? Let's rendezvous as soon as possible.
Okay.
Be quick.
Ah, they
You
become
must
yeah.
be scared and hurt.
Alright, give me a moment. Let me... I want to track this. I need oregano and then yellow lavender. Okay. I'm pretty sure I still have whatever back at my house, but we'll just make sure. Never mind, I don't have shit. What the fuck is this? That is Sandberry. Okay, there's some more yellow lavender. I'm out of stamina. Oh shit, I forgot to be. The amount of different things that they switch. If we won't have them track down the meerkat down. Oh no. By smell. Okay. We're gonna just do that. Yeah, okay. I gotta go pick oregano. But had fun with Kara. We did go and see different like sites and stuff too, but we are introverts. We like to just chill and hang out. Which I was completely fine with. That also meant that I wasn't getting burnt by the fucking sun. Because no matter what form I'm in, the sun is still the weakness. God damn it. Okay, where the fuck is all the oregano? I see shit, but that ain't no oregano. But it was fun. We hung out, and then eventually we met Darrow Main. Which, he passed the vibe check, so we're good. Because if he didn't pass the vibe check, we'd have kicked him out on his ass. Like, get out of here. They actually say no. kind of really hoping I would find oregano. Are you oregano? You are! God damn it. How am I out of stamina? Okay, we're gonna just hand this over to Elsie.
Hey, there you are. All right, I tracked.
Ah, okay, just follow Elsie. Okay, yeah, no problem. But I want to say, like, just enjoyed our time. Like, I did get to meet Akari, and then eventually I did meet Pata-chan. But I meet Pata-chan, like, later when Daro gets back. Or, like, gets over there.
Come on now, little bugger. Eat up. It's good for you.
Elsie, no more jumping on meerkats, please. The cutie does not deserve it.
Well, aren't you a little cutie? Come on, we're friends now, ain't we? Don't be afraid now. Last time was just a misunderstanding, you hear? We're gonna take real good care of you from now on. Alright? Would you look at that? Looks like all's forgiven, I'd go so far as to say.
Alright.
Let's take you back to the ranch, alright, little one? I won't let any more mean old yak girls cause you no harm. Well, alright. I think I can take things from here.
Alright.
Come visit our new friend here at the ranch when you get a minute. Thanks for the help. So long.
Yep, no problem. Oh, that meerkat. But I think we had fun. We got to play games, like I got to see everyone like at Mario Kart. I did buy some games there, which was One Piece, Odyssey, and then I also did get Overcooked 1 and 2. And then I got a Harvest Moon game and another like Stories of Seasons games, which I want to start doing offline content and just upload those, like, more of, like, the farming ones, because I know, like, a lot of those I feel like are easier to watch when someone has put it together, instead of you guys watching, like, a lot of the downtime, because a lot of times I kind of run out, like, I don't know what to say, so I end up just jibber-jabbing. Nina's reply, "Oh, you're so sweet. I'll try my best. Thanks. You give me more motivation, and I really need that." Okay. Your friend forever, Nina. "Oh, I've tried those. It's almost hard to believe it came from Sandrock. Aside from the name, the pastries are usually more of a luxury item. I always assumed, well, it was nice to try a bit of your new home. Your pa wanted me to start making them. See if I can't track down the recipe. Here's something from Highwind. See if your friends enjoy it a lot. Love you lots, Ma." I don't know what the fuck Ma gave us, but okay. Ah, shit. I didn't go to bed on time again. But I believe that Akari also kind of described a lot of things there. And Akari was like, "I know you need to go to bed early." Said that they enjoyed meeting me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I enjoyed meeting everyone too. Like, I had fun. Of course, I knew Karo from college, so that I had no problem with. Wasn't scared there. Was a little terrified of meeting, Karo's, entire family. Because suddenly I didn't realize I was meeting everyone. It was just suddenly, I'm like, oh, we're we're gonna go to, like, this lunch or whatever, like, brother's birthday. And I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Shows up, there's like 30 to like 20 seats. And I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a lot more people. I don't know how I feel about being in shorts this short. But it was fine. I enjoyed meeting all of them. But you hear that, Carl? You like, I freaked out a little bit. Boop. But a lot of the trip, I think, was just me enjoying that. We did go see, like, quite a few places, and then I did, like, enjoy the food. There was a lot of different food. And I enjoyed Toasty. Toasty warmed up to me pretty quickly, which I had a lot of fun. I only did get, like, another allergic reaction there once, and that was, like, on my hand, but that wasn't too bad, because I did have medicine for that. But... okay, I didn't make hardwood, whatever. Oh, hold on a minute. I earned something. Oh, we're gonna do that just because I can get a lot more water that way. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make sure all of this is added up. But, I want to say the trip back home after we left, wasn't really eventful. I didn't throw up this time. I did drop by because my layover was in Hong Kong again. But this time I had a 4-hour layover, so I actually walked around and looked at a bunch of different things at the airport. And there was a Disney store, so I got, like, this Eeyore that's, like, because they had, like, cherry blossom, like, kind of theme for Winnie the Pooh. So I got Eeyore, like, this pink Sakura. Kind of, like, he had little Sakuras on him. And then, apparently, Hong Kong has their own, like, little, like, bunch of characters for Disney. So I got one of them, which, she's, like, a fox and a detective. So it's like, aw, how cute. Oh god, my eyes. Ooh, it's like punch. It's like, I'm Panda. Okay. But I had no problem. Like, 2-hour flight was easy. It was more the fact is waiting the 4 hours. Like, I did end up, like, taking a nap, more of a secluded part of the thing, and then, like, charging my phone. And then, as soon as it came around time for me to board on my next one, I got, like, settled. I spent more time reading and then also sleeping. It was, like, kind of just, like, back and forth. Like, I did have the TVs. I didn't really end up using them. Like, I maybe, like, played 1 or 2 games on them. But other than that, I really didn't use them. Because I didn't even use my Switch and my tablet. Like, I had, like, kind of planned on it, but I was like, no. I was just kind of just tired. Because I ended up getting stuck around 12 to 2 o'clock for, like, 13 hours. I was stuck in between those 2 time slots because finally... because I had left Hong Kong at 12 o'clock p.m. I arrived back in Illinois at 2 p.m., which is only a 3-hour difference, but that was like a 13 to 14 hour plane ride, so I was stuck in between there for 13 hours, and then I like was expected to kind of function throughout my day. I did not. I was like kind of just dead to the world. What is this? Oh god, there's something over here. But other than that, I was like, oh yeah, I can just chill now. Me completely forgetting about the anime convention I had literally the next weekend. And I was like, oh. I do not have time. There we go.
Not bad, not bad. These sketches, the minutiae of detail.
The fuck is next to you?
I mean, hey, what's up?
Smooth. I was holding something. Hey, it's the outfits that you get it from the DLC.
It's not what you think, really. It was just a drawing.
Okay, and?
You have to let me explain. Truly, think of how many conflicts and stories could have been avoided altogether if the protagonist simply stuck around and listened when someone says, "Let me explain."
Then explain instead of yelling at my face, Ernest.
So, this is just a drawing of a model meant to show off some clothing ideas. Yes, it's Amira. No, I didn't draw them. And yes, she wanted to be involved.
Okay. I didn't realize that it was Amira.
I'm a stand-up guy. You know that? And so is Pablo. Uh-oh.
What does Pablo have to do with any of this?
Did I say Pablo? I think what I was saying is, I'm a stand-up guy.
What is
and
even
so
going
is
on?
Pablo. Lots of people. All right, fine. I'll come clean. Pablo asked me not to tell anyone, but no point in hiding it now. He drew up these wonderful designs for clothing, and then buried his sketchbook in the sand.
And you dug up the sketchbook?
He says his dream is to be a fashion designer. And I don't really have a plan yet, but I just had to dig them up.
For why?
Please tell me you just wanted to recreate your childhood sandbox experience and you're not seriously digging up my...
I was like, why does Ernest's voice suddenly change? Not me realizing that it's Pablo?
Ah, you are here as well, I see.
I am just passing by.
Ah, so you don't know anything? How splendid to have run into you. But if you wouldn't mind, I need a word with our friend here. So rude of me, I know. Next haircut half off for you as an apology. Ta!
Oh, yeah, I'm dipping from this conversation, apparently. They know. God damn it! The clip is right there, Ernest. I can push. And I'm pretty sure I can pay off Pablo. I want to shove them both into a lock.
Drat. I wonder if the darling Vivi would find it too macabre to sew a zipper to your mouth.
Yikes. Look, it was an accident. And you were just on the way to somewhere else, weren't you?
Seems a bit off the beaten path to me. What luck? Yes, let's talk about luck, shall we? You like spilling secrets. Why don't you try your luck as a 2-bit paparazzi for some trashy Ataran rag? By the way, I read your article in Kids today and it was pure real.
Pablo is digging into him. Damn. I've never actually experienced this conversation before, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. None whatsoever.
Yes, apologies. I do have a tendency to lash out.
Okay.
Thanks for your concern, but this is just kind of how we talk to each other.
Okay.
The way Pablo just rolls these snappy insults off the cuff, it's so impressive. I don't even take offense. I mean, if I could learn to write stuff like that from my characters, I think my next book could really make waves.
Beware, for when waves are made, the friendship may soon capsize.
See? It's stuff like that that makes me want to endure pretty much any amount of scathing critique.
I feel like he's a masochist.
Forgive me, Ernest. My impulses have gotten the better of me. But make no mistake, my decision to bury these drawings was not one of whim, but of careful consideration.
Back at his studio, he seemed absolutely adamant. But it seems he's already letting his guard a bit. I think me being here is probably not helping. Why don't you try talking to him?
What?
Well, I hate to cut our little run-in short, but I'm not feeling so well. How long can you leave yak milk out? Looks to be less than 24 hours. Oh, hey! I guess if Pablo doesn't want his sketches, you can have them. Here!
Yes, I'm feeling a bit ill as well. From your sickening performance, Ernest.
Caught red-handed.
Indeed. Claims to have an upset stomach. Runs off like it's the 100-meter dash. At least limp a little, Ernest. I suppose he just whispered something infantile into your ear. Don't let Pablo give up on his dreams. I'm a little baby. Last part was ad-lib. He is young, naive, blind to the ways of the world, and he has everything given to him on a glitzy silver spoon.
Damn.
You think I would just give up on my dreams at the drop of a hat? No, only after being dragged through the dirt.
Damn.
Look around you. This town is a wasteland. Covered in trash and dust, this town is drying up, and with it, the last ounce of culture these people have ever known. A few of them don't even bathe properly, and that's one thing I don't need to gossip about. No, you'll know who they are. You can smell them. When life is on the line, when every day is a struggle, when each and every one of these yokels is wondering where their next meal is going to come from, there is no space for art, no place for beauty, no time for dreams.
You have a talent, Pablo.
Each time I hear such words, it gives my heart hope. And yet, with only a second thought, these hopes are again dashed to bits.
Aww. But I do like the things because, well, I end up wearing one of them.
Let me pose you a question. The drawings you saw just now, would you pay for such attire?
Absolutely.
Really? Huh.
I did.
You're not just being contrarian, are you?
No. Karo's actually, when we play multiplayer, Karo's actually wearing the one in the sketch, which is the blue one. I like the red and black one.
Heidi, Amira, Ernest, these are my admirers. Yes, it would be my honor to enhance their outfits. I could decorate them from their braided heads to their stiletto toes.
Nice pun.
Alas.
This sounds better and better. Come on. Sounds like enough to start.
Well, if you really like it, I suppose that means I have supporters from Atara, Sandrock, Barnarock, and now
Hey!
Highwind?
Yep.
I do wish the lovely Amira could have been from somewhere other than Barnarock, but nevertheless, It could be said that I have quite the national appeal, no?
Yeah.
All right, darling. Perhaps you've made something of a point. If, and this is a big if Sandrock were to become a more popular travel destination, mayhaps there truly may be a chance. A brand, a penthouse studio, a fashion show.
When the time comes, I'll build the stage.
Thank you. I await the day I can rally the call. Our discussion has been most enlightening. Let us speak more of this at a later date. Goodbye.
Bye, Pablo. Hopefully by then I'll have enough more money and be able to do shit, because right now it's like, ooh, like straight over my head, because I am trying to deal with whatever right now, and I'm like, oh boy. Okay, hold on a minute. I will continuing on because we'll finally get to the convention. Okay, I'm just gonna make that's gonna just be doing that. That's doing that. Okay. I'm gonna have this making copper. I don't actually know why. It could have just been whatever, but oh well. Cool. Those are doing that. Oh, okay. Well, I can do this now. I can kind of do this. I'm gonna need 6. Alright, well, I'm gonna go give this to RVO. Or never mind, I have to just build it, I guess. Eh.
It's perfect! Look at the majesty! I can't bear to draw my eyes away. I look so friendly and welcoming.
Yep, well.
You're all set. Amazing. My design, your handiwork, and Pablo's finishing touches. It's absolutely perfect. People are going to start calling my shop by the stairs. You know, with all the attention I'll be getting.
Sure.
Like, everybody will be looking. Or staring? Ah, by the way, how much was Pablo's fee? Ah, shoot, I forgot to tell you. Always haggle with Pablo. He expects it. It's a part of the game. Ah, darn. Well, that's all right.
I was
Next
going to
time
pay
you're in
him
that
his
kind
price.
Of situation, just think. What would Avio do?
No, I'm gonna pay his price.
Thank you anyways. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
Sure.
The shop owner and the workshop owner. What are you two doing here?
I literally thought he was
Traveling
just the
somewhere, are you?
background.
With so much work to be done?
Literally, I was like, it's another Burgess thing. He's just walking by. I didn't realize, I forgot he was part of this cutscene.
Pastor, hello! We were just admiring this fine billboard that our friend here made.
Why?
An advertisement? Let me see.
I know, it's big.
Yes, very nice. But you are aware that there is an application process for new constructions, are you not? No one is above the law, RVO. In case you forgot, any construction on public property must first go through the Commerce Guild with an application fee, following which the request will be sent to City Hall, where Heidi and myself...
Right. Application.
But yeah, no
And the
problem.
fee. About that.
Boogle, thank you for dropping by and staying for so long. I hope you get all the sleep. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You would do well not to interrupt me, boy.
Damn.
As I was saying, Heidi works with me, keeping track of zoning for new constructions. But as it turns out, to my knowledge, there is no zoning conflict here.
Woo! You know, old chap, the way you were talking, you made it sound like...
However,
Huh?
there is still the matter of the application fee that you so absent-mindedly circumvented. 500 goals. Otherwise, I'm afraid the city will have to take down this very modest creation of yours.
Yes, yes, of course. I would never dream of trying to wriggle out of paying for such a valid and clearly very necessary service. Let me just speak with my partner privately for a moment. As you may recall, I'm still a bit short. Also, I don't have 500 goals on me. But don't worry, I have a plan. Let's convince Miguel to keep the sign up and just give me a few days to come up with the money.
I have the money. I think.
Nice. All right. Just follow my lead.
What's there to discuss? This isn't exactly what I'd call a complicated issue.
Pasta. The thing is, for a little shop like mine, 500 goals is quite a hit. I don't even make that from a full day's work. Can we leave the sign up and I can pay the fee after a couple of days? I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere. You can see my shop from your church, can't you? And I mean, who knows? Maybe some tourists will see the sign and decide to hop off the train. This sign could pay for itself in a matter of days.
Well, this series doesn't make much money. I can be RVO's guarantor. Face it, Sandrock's.
I must admit, to see you young people so united, it does fill one with hope. Fine. I suppose these laws were originally written with the intention to improve commerce in Sandrock, not hinder it. You have 3 days. I will inform City Hall.
Wonderful. Thank you, Pasta. You're so forgiving, just like your religion tells you to be. I
RVO.
do so admire those who practice what they preach.
Tone it down.
Yes, quite.
Ha! That went well, I'd say. Thank you for your support. Within a few days, I'll have that silly fee paid for. Oh, and I'll pay you back as well.
Pay the city hall first. I can wait.
Whew. Finally, I love it when a plan comes together. Some of what I said is true, by the way. I do think this billboard will pay for itself in no time flat. All right, I'm going to speak with Jensen about when there's the most traffic so I can prepare for the crowds. Thanks again.
Alright. Did I actually have... Okay, I did. I did have enough money. In case it did come back to, like, hey, you need to pay. Oh, I should probably... Great. There's no timer on this. There's timer on that one. He wants that, and then that wants that. Okay. I believe that the wheat should be almost done. Yeah, a couple more hours. Trusses. Okay, I have that. Kind of have those. Copper screws. Okay. Okay, bronze frames, steel bars, and copper screws. Perfect. That is done. We'll just go ahead and do this. Of course, we're gonna have to wait on that. Steel. And copper screws. Okay, what am I exactly missing? Just bars. Oop. Yeah, that's gonna have to be doing that. And then that's doing its thing. But other than that, I think everything else I can check with the mission board to see what we have. If there's any easy like quest. I don't have the coffee beans yet, so I can't quite just do that. I don't even have like a tailoring machine to do that. But continuing on. So I get back and my dumbass kind of was like, oh yeah, like there's a cosplay like my friends want to do and I want to do with me. Hi, Flamingo. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. So I ordered a bodysuit because it is Orin of the Red, or whatever from Baldur's Gate 3, is what that they had me. Onward to the story of slumber. Yeah, no problem. Have killed the Res, Fugel. Thanks for dropping by. But, so I started that, working on that, like, a week before, and I was like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have too much problem. Like, working with that, doing that. What's up? Boop! Have a good night, Fugel. Damn! I just realized how much wheat I have. So I started working on it and I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. So I got foam and I was working on the armor since I was like, I got the bodysuit already. I just need to work on whatever. How's the job coming along? I see you got everything. Just let me know. I did! Take it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Thanks. Cool. I at least got money for it, so I don't mind. And next time he asks for wheat, I'll be able to just here, have it. But and I was like, so I was getting materials because I was like, okay, I gotta wait for different things. So I like full-blown wrapped my body in saran wrap and duct tape to make like a model. I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. I won't have any, like, real trouble with this. Little did my dumbass know that, yeah, I was gonna have to deal with, like, spray painting, foam clay, like, I was going through the works, trying to get this done, and also going to my job. And the anime convention being Friday. So we get down to the wire and I'm working on the thing and I go to try on the bodysuit, which I have put the bodysuit on like a few times, but only for a little bit. And I try on the bodysuit. I'm wearing it for a while because we're trying to get like a feel for how the costume's gonna all kind of like come together. And I start feeling weird. And I'm like, oh, I do not like this feeling. And it's like, I'm already stressing because it is the morning of the convention, and I was like, I really don't want to be dealing with this. So I take the suit off, and I'm like, I can't tell if it's because of nerves or just something else, but I was like, I don't like this. I was like, there is something off, and I really don't want to have to deal with this. So I take it off, and I'm like panicking because I feel like I'm having an allergic reaction to the bodysuit, which it's the day of the anime convention. So I was like, there's no way I can like order a new suit. So I'm like, I have no idea what to do. And I have friends who are picking me up to drive there in like a couple of hours, and I'm still panicking, like, yo, after all this time and like sleepless nights, to only find out that I can't wear the costume because I have allergic reaction to the bodysuit wasn't the best time. So kind of just like after all of that, I was like upset. I did ended up like throwing like all the stuff together to bring to the convention in case it was just my nerves that caused the or stress caused the allergic reaction. Because I had washed the bodysuit, and I knew it couldn't have been that, so... It was just more of the fact is, I was like, I guess something in it was allergic, and when I got to the hotel or whatever, I kind of just hung out. I did like a low-key cosplay, which I was literally just white from Pokemon Black and White. Because that was easy. That was just jeans, white tank top, and then like a black kind of like vest looking thing. And then hair up in a long ponytail. And I was like, okay, yeah, I have no problem pulling that off. It was just something. So I did have fun. I like hung out with a bunch of my friends, and I was like, cool, yeah, I have absolutely no problem with doing any of this. The second day, like, I ended up getting two plushies, and then I got I want to say 5, like, small kind of, like, keychain looking ones, from this claw machine, because the claw machine was not rigged there. So it gripped, and so you were able to get it, like, win every single time if you really did it right. And there was, like, this little quest guy there, so if you walked up and asked them for a quest, they would, like, give ribbons. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, I need one more, but we're just gonna go ahead and go to bed. So I go to bed on time. And I get rid of the damn dark circles. There we go. But afterwards, or like getting ready, I decided, okay, I'm going to try the bodysuit on just my arm and my hand to see if I'm allergic. I did bring my medicine, which was still packed. Okay. Whatever, I got my money Hello, Caro. Can you please go get us some water? I will, like, forever always ask for water until, like, I get all the drop things in order. Okay, there. Okay, he just wants part-time work, and I was like, alright, whatever. Cool. Okay, we just need, I need to go talk to Heidi about it. Okay. But, so, yeah, I did end up having allergic reaction. I still had that bag of medicine from before, so I brought that with me. Like, I literally just threw it in, and I was like, yep, this works. I just passed Heidi. Okay.
Hey, these look great. I think it's going to be exactly what we need. Unfortunately, things are going pretty slow on my end. I'm afraid we won't be able to install your frames for a while. If only there was a way to get this done faster. Well, don't worry. We'll be in touch. Thanks again. And keep an eye on your mailbox for any updates.
Okay. I thought I saw something above Ernest's head, but... Oh, nope, yeah, I did.
Pablo seems more inspired than ever. I think he'll really stick with it this time. I mean, he's 180'd about 3 times since I met him, but this time.
Sure. There's a chest! But my mom ended up bringing me, like, some gray, like, kind of, like, leggings and, like, a shirt. So I ended up sewing and hot gluing everything together so I could go out and hang with people. But as soon as I finished putting on my makeup, getting my hair into, the braid, my friends were coming back because everyone was in group cosplay and they all got photos, and I was like, great. So I was a little upset, but I walked out, walked around, got compliments, got like 2 photos, and then I was like, okay, cool, I am done. Went out, got food, ate, and then I hung out with like friends for the rest of the time after I got out of makeup. And then we spent the last day, I think, like, in the game room, checking out a bunch of the different stuff in the dealer's hall, see if we wanted to get any more purchases or anything like that, but nothing too weird or stuff. I did get, like, 1 DVD, which I don't mind. Oh, I also forgot the whole thing is that I forgot to order my badge. Or yes. I forgot to order my badge, and I only checked was that morning because my one friend was like, make sure you don't forget your badges. And I had literally asked my mom, I was like, did my badge come in the mail? Like when I was on the trip to the Philippines, and she's like, no. Sure, what do you need? Sand leaks? I can check. I might have some already though. I guess I could go around and, like, maybe pick them up, but who wants that? Doing pretty good. I've been talking about, my trip. I finally got done talking about my trip, and now I've been, like, talking about the anime convention that I went to, which is why I hadn't been really streaming for a bit. Um, but I forgot to order my badge. Essentially, that's what it all boils down to. So I ordered my badge that morning, which sucked because that was the most expensive. But so I just had to go to the pickup and just pick it up with a bunch of my other friends, which I don't have to worry about forgetting it next year because I literally registered for it at the convention. And I was like, alright, yeah, cool. I was like, let me not forget. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ah. Oh, I kind of forgot. Oh. I forgot to plug in my phone. So it's currently yelling at me like, yo, bitch, I'm low battery. Okay. Of course, I gotta make sure. Yep, okay. It's charging. Cool. As I stand on the train track. I kind of forgot. Do you sell paint? No, you sell pigment.
Arm yourself with the weapon.
Oh, I was going to keys.
Let Sandrock's very own
So I ordered the badge there. Didn't have any problem. I just kind of, I believe I went with normal clothes the last day because I don't even think. I think I was just tired. I had fun just talking and messing around with everyone because I usually only like see them like a couple of times a year. Okay, there's this. I understand this, but I also need a... Oh, I do have a blender. Huh. Alright, well, we'll just do that. But essentially I had fun. Like, I got back and I was tired. Luckily I had Monday off from work, so I could kind of just chill and relax. So I get through that whole weekend. And I get to the next one, and then it's like I have a game, like game night with another group of friends. And then like my neighbor next door was having his like 60th birthday, so I walked over there for like food. And I was like, cool, sweet. Because my mom had left for Mexico, and so she had fun, but I had the whole house to myself, which I was going to stream, but then, depression kind of kicked my ass, and I didn't really get too much done. And it was just kind of a bump. Like, I did get, like, some stuff done. Like, I cleaned up, like, the cat's room. I did, like, laundry. I did the dishes. I, like, trimmed a few of the plants. Repotted some of the plants. And it was, like, a few different things I did. But after that, I had, once again, go through the whole weekend, or the whole weekday, which is work. Nothing too, like, standoutious in work, just some dogs being assholes, and then one of the owner actually barged in and was like, "How dare you tie up my dog?" And I was like, "Well, he's attacked 4 dogs already, 4 different ones, on various sizes. He's been out there less than 2 minutes." But she, I don't know. I just had the front deal with it. I was like, I am not dealing with this lady. Which brings us to this weekend, which, Friday I got back and I was like, oh sweet, I'm just dead tired, because that's when that lady, like, had come in, and, like, I was starting to get kind of a cold, which I have, like, just a small amount, but not much, because I took medicine. Like, I had, like, of course, headache up in the front of my head, and then, like, my lungs kind of hurt, but I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. And then I looked at my plants, and I was like, you guys some of you aren't doing too well. And now we're getting to the last little bit where it's like fucking spider mites. So I was like, I actually don't know if these guys are okay. Because at first I thought they were just spiders. Like itty bitty spiders that had like just hatched or whatever, and they were just like roaming around. But they like kind of started taking over my plants, and I was like, I probably should do some research on these to see just if they're possibly something I need to be concerned about. Which, yeah, as you could probably clearly tell, yeah, they were something to be worried about. So I ended up spending the first couple of hours of my day wiping down and spraying and like taking mask tape to some of the bigger leaves, but trying just trying to get all of it done. I'm just like, oh, there's so much. Eventually I did get through it, and then afterwards I had contacted Darho. I was like, hey, yo, you want to play a game to chill? Because, oh boy. I had to go through all of my plants because all of them were infected with spider mites. My strawberry plant and my 2 mint plants took the most hit. Like, one of the basils did, but other than that, like, mostly everything else was still, like, either pretty early on. Luckily, my lemon tree, got through it pretty unscathed, which I'm, like, glad, but I will now be dealing with spider mite until they disappear. Luckily, they don't affect humans or animals, so I don't quite have to worry about that. It's just more of the fact is that they're just like, yes, you have to deal with this. And I'm like, fucking hell. And my mom had been ill, so I'm like at least made stuff for her, which is why I was like a little late, because I was making her like soup, heating up some soup, making soup, which I had some, which I'm like, oop, yes. But I probably won't end up being on for too much longer, just because I am starting to get sleepy. Also, Caro, if you're still watching me on your TV, did you want to play Sandrock tomorrow? Or do you want me just to do, like, My Time at Portia, or, like, play Sandrock again? Because I have no problem. It will be up to how you feel. Don't worry, I'm just chilling, settling. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this game half the time. Here, I guess I give you guys more of the landscaping. it's like completely up to you, but I'm also getting eepy, so probably wrap it up a bit. Because at one point I was like, I couldn't even follow the sentence I was forming, so I was like, yeah, it might be best. And I did have like kind of a stressful day, so I will probably end it after this day and get some sleep because I'll be dealing with whatever tomorrow, making sure that none of the plants or if any of the mites decide to re-show themselves, they're getting another dose of alcohol or mask tape. Which, I put the mask tape downstairs. I really should have kept it up here, but I gotta also check in on how my mom is doing. Make sure she's all comfy and good for the night, because she did have a fever. So, get her either more water or more medicine. But take care of her dishes. And then just head to bed, I guess. I'll wake up tomorrow. Which I feel like we made some progress. We got through like a bunch of different cutscenes, and I was able to get through all my stories. Besides me just being really upset at spider mites because, jeez, they look like small little like white like spiders that just crawl through webs. They make webs, which is why I thought they were spiders. But they make webs through the plants, and it took over, and I was like, fuck. So I ended up having to cut down a lot, and then I replanted one of my succulents, and I was just like, oh my god. This is nuts. I also gotta kind of quarantine, like, some of them, which they're all, like, fairly separated right now. The strawberry plant, which was one of the most infected ones, like, besides the mints, is currently sitting in my room under the humidifier because apparently spider mites don't like humidity, so that bitch is getting locked in. Which I'm like, yes, drowned. But other than work, nothing too exciting. Besides me, like, wanting to do offline content, but that's nothing really new. But hello again. I didn't get to see you in this episode, but maybe soon. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna exit the game, so that's not running in the background. But, probably either play tomorrow, probably either around the same time, definitely message Karo before. So I guess it would either be, I want to say 7 a.m. my time, if there's supposed to be a morning stream. If not, then it would be a late night stream. And then, I guess Monday, or like, some day that we will play, like, My Time at Portia, seeing if we can, like, finish that. Like, I know I have, like, a bunch of other games, but I kind of want to just, like, focus on this, but who knows? But I wound up having to let you guys go because I'm very B, and I think I did well with my first stream back, which is about like 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I also have been up for a while. doing a bunch of different things. So I will probably end up seeing you guys either tomorrow, Monday, or next week if nothing is going on. I really should get better at telling you guys when something's going on, so it's not like I've just disappeared from the earth. It's like I'm still out there. It's just not communicating well enough apparently. But I'll end up letting you guys go, and I hope you all have a good rest of your time zone, and I hope you all have a good night. Bye bye.